Hey there everyone, it's Thakard and welcome back to another patch analysis video. So this one is going to be on the 1.23 Suns Out, Guns Out patch for H&G. Let's go and read through the patch notes and then we're going to hop in game and we're going to see what exactly has changed. So let's get into these. Alright, as I said, 1.23 Suns Out, Guns Out. Today is the 29th of June, 2021. There is a known issue with the patch already right off the bat. At least they notice it. Active duty and on leave. The warning message is shown for some because it's counting all soldiers and not each faction individually. It is supposed to show up if there are more than 30 soldiers per faction, not in total. You can still queue for battles despite getting this message. We are working on a fix. Well, at least they know one of the issues that they have. So this one here, gonna be a big one, game changer. Passenger shootout. You can now shoot your gun as a passenger, but you can't aim down the sights. Weapons that can be shot are pistols, SMGs, rifles, and assault rifles. No extra LMGs on those guys. Expand the driver's ability to limit the use of vehicle secondary weapons to the squad. The ability now also affects passengers' ability to fire their weapons from the vehicle. So this is when you would lock the machine gun on, say, your spawn vehicle, so people would not give away the location. You can do the same thing for the actual weapons that they're holding in their hands, their secondary weapons. Following vehicles can use passenger shootout. The quarter-ton truck, the Jeep, the M29, the GMC-4, the M3 half-track, the Kuba wagon, the Schwimm wagon, the R75, the Kittengrad, the 251, the Gaz-67, the T-20, the civilian truck, and the tractor. Another big change in the game right here. In-game compass. Introduced an in-game compass located in the bottom of the screen showing north, east, south, and west, as well as degrees in between. And finally, we have active duty and on leave. Added an on-duty / on-leave toggle button for players that have more than 30 soldiers in their roster. And this is per faction. And while this does affect some people, there are actually quite a few people that have more than 30 soldiers per faction. So this is a very nice change that is being added to the game. Complete control over which soldiers will be available to switch between in battle, though this still depends on the available resources. Makes sense. 30 soldier limit was always present, but soldiers' availability in battle was previously randomized when the limit was exceeded. Soldiers can now be sent on leave or put back on duty at the flick of a button. So if you were over that 30 limit, the game would just randomly select a couple of your guys not to be usable in the match, which obviously caused annoyances and issues. Now you get to select which one of those people you want to leave behind. The game will remind you when you have more than 30 soldiers on duty. The button is only available for players with more than 30 soldiers. And then the on-leave soldiers can still use their assault teams in the RTS. So if you have more than 30 soldiers, you can use those soldiers for the RTS side of the game. Well, that's not too shabby. So let's see what we can get into game-wise and do some testing. I'm looking at the compass here. Hang on, getting shot at. Alright, looking at the compass here, and there are a couple things. First of all, it's long overdue. So thank you very much for adding this into the game. I think it should have been in the game a long time ago, and I'm really happy it is in here. I am super happy that it has the cardinal directions plus the degrees in between. This is great. There is one issue, and for me it's a real real big issue, and that's the size. So for me personally, I have bad eyes. I have a eye condition that causes blurry vision, and I have double vision in my left eye. So text this small, the compass being that small, especially when I'm playing on something like a 1440p screen, makes it very, very hard to read. And, I mean, I'm going to get use out of this, but I'm going to have to sit here and lean in all the time just to see what direction I'm facing or where the fire is coming in, and I'm not going to be looking in the game. This is not... The compass should be convenient to see at all times. For someone who has bad eyes, or for people, you know, getting older, eyesight's a little bit worse, or people playing on these larger screens, these 1440 display screens, this is not large enough. Not large enough at all. So please, Reto, you just brought it in. You can fix this, and you can fix it right now. Please, make it bigger. All right. You gotta love the shooting from the sides. It's a little finicky. All right. Can fit a lot of armed people into this thing. It's not the best way to use an APC, but, you know, might be a little more fun. I do like that when you zoom in now, instead of just staring across, you kind of look over the side. Not too shabby. You get obviously it's a thing bounces your, you get pushed up a little bit, but that's fine. Such things do happen. There's a little bit of clipping with some of these guys. I don't know if they'll be able to do anything with that, or... I mean, I can live with that. It would be nice if they would fix that so there wasn't clipping, but, you know, small things. That is a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. All right, so that was a quick look at some of the things that came out with 1.23. Just going over it again, basically you have shooting from vehicles, you have the 30 soldier limit and being able to pick your soldiers that are going in, and then you have the new compass. And I think the vehicle thing was, the shooting from vehicle has been done really well. There are a couple little things like clipping. Your weapon gets pushed a lot in some vehicles, especially things like the civilian truck in the front seat. But those are small things that hopefully they can fix. My biggest issue was with the compass. The compass is great. Long overdue. I love it. Just wonderful. But, and this is a huge one, it is way too small. It needs to be larger. In fact, the entire UI needs to be scalable for people who use larger monitors. We should have to, or larger display resolution. As players, we shouldn't have to choose between playing at 1440p and having everything look really nice and having really, really small UI. We should be able to scale that UI. And especially on something like the compass where you need to be able to see it at a glance, please, Reto, please get on it. Besides that, pretty solid patch. So hopefully they work out some of those little issues, make it larger, the compass, fix some of the clipping issues with the soldiers inside the vehicles. But overall, real solid patch. I'm really happy with the way these patches are going this year. They are bringing a lot of good changes. I have to say, this last 6-7 months has seen better patches than probably the last year or so combined. There was a definite dry spell over at Reto for about a year, year and a half. But right now we have some patches that have been coming out that have been really nice. So keep it up, Reto. Fix the compass. But thanks for it. See y'all guys in the next patch analysis. If you enjoyed or disliked this video, I do hope you comment on it and give it a thumbs up or down. If you want to see new videos, please hit the subscribe button, and to be notified of new content when it comes out, hit the notification bell. But for now, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day, and don't forget to bring it no matter what you do. And I will see you guys in the next video.